Hello and welcome back to another episode of Vintage Story 1.17 with me, Andy Days. Hello, how have you all been doing? I've been a bit poorly of recent, hence the lack of content. It's been about 2 weeks and a lot of other things. Anyway, nice job. In today's episode, we're going to be building a barn, and we're also going to be talking about the game Vintage Story and the devs as well. But I thought in the meantime, as I've been missing for 2 weeks, I thought I'd catch you up with a little bit of a time lapse of some of the jobs I've been doing. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the music. I shall catch you all in a minute. So, what do we all think of the current shape of the barn? I know it's a little bit different, and it's probably not what most people were expecting, but I saw this design online, and it wasn't an actual barn, it wasn't like a Minecraft built barn, it was an actual barn. And I like the changing angle of the roof, and so we've got one short roof and one long roof. And for the actual job that I want to do with the barn, it kind of fits quite nicely. So I need to basically place down some more of the redwood. I'm going to do it in planks as well because I want it inset just a little bit. And this is going to be covering quite a large portion of it, and I'm going to have some accents of pine as come on, as well. There we go. And I want some windows and plenty of windows as well. I'm not going to be using glass. I'm going to be using defense posts as windows because I think it would fit the barn a lot better, to be brutally honest. But yeah, I'm going to keep on building away at this little area, and then I'll bring you back when I've done the first part of the front bit. You're not missing anything exciting at the moment. I'm literally just doing the same thing over and over and over again. I'm probably falling down quite a bit as well. Alright guys, oh god. See what I mean? Right, guys, I shall see you all in a second. So guys, some progress has been made, thank God. Lots of falling was involved, but yeah, some progress has been made. I like the design of the wood, I really do. I think it's a bit too much though, and I think I really need to, I really, Bennett, yeah, it's even more of it. I'm going to basically fill in this side as, oh god, I'm going to fill in this side as well, just to give it some more depth on the sides, but I think I really do need to add some accent. Building and talking is not a thing, yeah, but I really do need to add some accents as well. Okay, right, I'm going to keep on chipping away, okay guys? Okay guys, this is the last section of the video. I've done a bit more work on the actual barn, and I did say at the start of the actual video that we would be discussing Vintage Story, the game. And I suppose we can work and talk at the same time. Well, I don't know about that. I know many of you lot can work and talk at the same time, but I struggle. Yeah, I've added the pine accents, which I think help an absolute ton to the actual build. I'm loving the shape. I really am. I know it's not everyone's. It won't be everyone's cup of tea, but I do enjoy the shape, and it's very, very functional as well. Anyway, about the game itself. So I've got a few things. So I've been playing the game now for close to 2 years. I've basically had, you know, certain amount of updates I've gone through. I've played in the server as well as plenty of my single player worlds. I've even played in the permadeath world. The permadeath world as well. I don't like that guy. He headbutts me a lot. I've even played in the permadeath world as well. Not to much success, but I have played in them. So, what is there to cover about Vintage Story? Well, to start off with 1.17. Now, I think 1.17 has taken a little bit of the teeth out of the game. When you basically spawn in, there is now a veritable smorgasbord of food you can grab, from fruits to mushrooms, and now fish as well. So starvation is not really an issue. And then you have your grace timer on the mobs, which is usually 10 days, and sometimes you can set it even longer. Yeah, I've got an upstairs bit. This bit here, I'm going to be using as an area that won't spawn drifters in when they have temple storms, so it's a nice little getaway for me, which should be quite nice. Anyway, so yeah, 1.17. So we now have a smorgasbord of food to eat early game, from either mushrooms and fruit and fish. So that's not really a main thing. Then there's the new water mechanic, and I have to say, I've not even noticed. I have not noticed. I swim a lot in game. I hope, you know, ever since buying the game, I have swum quite a lot in the game. It's a lot easier and stuff, and there's literally no difference, you know. If you're going to swim underwater, you just don't do it for as long. It's very, very Minecraft. I always thought that was quite a unique thing about Vintage Story, you know, the fact basically, because it built up that lore, it built up that whole thing about, you know, is there something in this? Why can Ceres breathe underwater? So I think I don't know. My major worry about Vintage Story is that it just becomes gimmicky. Now, Minecraft, which I absolutely love, and I still love Minecraft, especially the modded side of things. I said this to a friend of mine recently, and I said, Minecraft Vanilla now just feels like a really bad mod, because everything's so gimmicky, and it's not necessarily, it doesn't make sense. You know what they've added. Anyway, that's Minecraft. That's a completely different thing, and I don't want that to happen with Vintage Story. And I think basically, as someone who's I paid for the game, I should be allowed to basically put in a little bit of my 2 pennies worth on Vintage Story. I do love the game, but I think they're missing an opportunity of expanding a lot of the mechanics of the game. I know a lot of people are crying out for something more than what we've just got, which is windmills and the fruit press. We want a lot more gears and a lot more mechanics in the actual game itself. And to be honest, most of us, well, I can't say most of us, I can only comment from myself and quite a few people that I've talked to. The temporal, not storms, because we've already had temporal storms. The swirly, annoying things of noisiness. Rift, that's the word. The temporal rift. Yeah, I don't see the point. I really don't. When it's daylight, I have usually around 3 around this base area, and they don't really do anything because it's daylight, and drifters won't spawn in high light levels, so they're not going to spawn. And they're just there, and they're just an irritation. And I know the concept behind it. I get what the concept behind it as well. It's something a little bit different in the game, and something a little bit more scary in the game. But I think, apart from anything, it's just irritating, especially when you're building as well, and there's 3 rifts around you, and they're not spilling out any drifters. It's just making that horrendous sound, and just speeding up your gear each time you get close to it. So yeah. So I think they kind of they've missed the mark on the whole temporal rifts and stuff. But yeah, I do want to see good content going forward from the devs, and I think they're doing a fantastic job. But I also feel they need to listen to the community a little bit more. I mean, they have a suggestion section on the Discord, which most often than not will get ignored. But yeah, I still think they're doing an absolutely fantastic job. Another thing that is doing a fantastic job is my little channel. And if you're still here and if you're still watching, how about consider subscribing? Last time I checked, only half of the people who watch my videos are actually subscribed to my channel. And we are fast approaching a big milestone with 250 subscribers. So it would be an absolutely fantastic thing if you could consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already done so. Anyway, that's the waffle part done and dusted. This is just wandering around my garden at the moment. Let me just basically cut here, and then I think we're going to be saying goodbye. Okay, guys, give me a second. Right, guys, that's me done for another episode. I do hope you've enjoyed the barn and our little chit chat, and I look forward to seeing you again really, really soon. Bye bye for now.